In the heart of Union, Missouri, just an hour outside of St. Louis, there's a modest-looking home that locals avoid after dark. It's not marked on any haunted tour. There are no warning signs, but those who know what happened inside call it ... The Screaming House. The story begins in 2001, when a single father named Stephen LaChance moved into the home with his 3 children. They were looking for a fresh start. The rent was low. The neighborhood was quiet. It seemed perfect. But within days, the house revealed something was deeply wrong. Doors slammed on their own. Lights flickered, even when the wiring was checked. Stephen's youngest son claimed to see a tall man standing in his room at night, just standing there, watching. At first, Stephen chalked it up to stress, or maybe just the nerves of adjusting to a new place. But then the dreams started. He'd wake up drenched in sweat after seeing visions of someone being dragged down the hallway. Every night, the same thing, a scream echoing through the walls, sometimes distant, sometimes right next to his ear. One night, Stephen saw it, a black mass thick like smoke, but shaped like a person standing at the foot of his bed. It didn't move. It didn't make a sound. And then ... it vanished. The children began sleeping in the same room, terrified to be alone. They said the house hated them, that it whispered things when no one else was around. And then the violence began. Stephen was shoved from behind on the stairs. His daughter was scratched across her back deep enough to bleed. No one else was in the room. The final straw came when they all awoke to a deafening scream that seemed to shake the walls. But when Stephen called the police, they found nothing. No signs of forced entry. No neighbors heard anything. Within weeks, the family fled, leaving most of their belongings behind. But Stephen couldn't forget what had happened, and he needed answers. He returned this time with a team of local paranormal investigators. They brought cameras, EVP recorders, EMF meters, anything to prove what they'd seen. What they found was worse than expected. The basement was ice cold, even in summer. They recorded multiple EVPs, one clearly saying, "Get out." Another investigator claimed he saw a woman in white walk across the kitchen and vanish into the wall. One team member collapsed, claiming he'd been touched, grabbed by something unseen. Another refused to ever return, saying the energy in the house felt like being buried alive. Research later revealed that the property had a dark past. There were rumors of violent deaths nearby, some even connected to cult activity. The land itself may have once been used for rituals, possibly even sacrifices. Some believe the haunting wasn't caused by a ghost, but by something far older, something demonic. Stephen would go on to write about his experiences, warning others to stay away. But to this day, the house still stands, abandoned, quiet, waiting. Neighbors say strange lights flicker inside some nights. Others say they still hear screams, long and painful, coming from within, and no one dares to walk past after midnight. Whatever happened inside the Screaming House ... never left. The question is, would you survive a night inside?